And now they are threatening to target a key global network in the waters of the Red Sea.
In the turbulent waters of the Red Sea, a new kind of warfare is emerging that threatens the very backbone of global communication: the undersea internet cables that connect continents. At the heart of this looming threat are the Houthi militants, whose recent activities have raised alarms over the potential for significant disruptions to the global internet infrastructure.
The Houthis may be looking to target the critical underwater cables.
In this video, we'll take a look at the critical threat posed by the Houthis to Western internet cables in the Red Sea, exploring the background of the conflict, the militants' motivations, and the far-reaching consequences of potential sabotage. Welcome to the Global Insight. The Houthi movement, officially known as Ansar Allah, is a Yemeni Saeed Shia-led religious political group that's been involved in the country's civil conflict since its inception. The conflict began in 2014 when the Houthis took control of Yemen's capital, Sana'a, and ousted the internationally recognized government. Since then, the situation has evolved into a regional proxy war involving several external actors, including a Saudi-led coalition supporting the Yemeni government and Iran, which is accused of backing the Houthis. The Houthis' strategic position along Yemen's western coast, near one of the world's busiest maritime routes, has allowed them to threaten not just regional stability, but also global communications infrastructure. Their actions stem from a broader geopolitical struggle where control over strategic waterways like the Red Sea translates into significant leverage on the international stage. The Houthis have leveraged this position to retaliate against their enemies, including targeting ships and indirectly threatening undersea internet cables.
And in the midst of simmering tensions, a new global threat has yet again resurfaced from the Red Sea corridor.
Now we are in a red zone here in the Red Sea. The Houthis could attack at any moment.
The threat posed by the Houthi militants to Western internet cables in the Red Sea is a complex and multifaceted issue, and is a stark reminder of the broader geopolitical instability in the region. The potential disruption of these cables could have far-reaching implications, not only for global communication networks, but also for broader geopolitical stability. The Red Sea is a crucial corridor in the world's internet traffic, with approximately 17% of it carried along fiber pipes in this region. The significance of these cables cannot be overstated. They facilitate international data flows, including financial transactions estimated at $10 trillion daily. So any disruption to these cables could eliminate internet access across vast areas, causing major economic and potentially military communication disruptions.
The Kingdom of Tonga has faced a cell phone and internet crisis after a fault in a fibre optic submarine cable cut its main connection with the world.
Where is the problem? If it's inland, when it's inland in Tonga, inland in Fiji, a quick fix. But if it's in the water, it's going to take a long, long time.
And it took 13 days to get the internet back.
13 days.
Recent attacks, such as the one on the MV Rubymar on February the 18th, illustrates the vulnerability of these undersea cables. Although the damage to the cables was likely caused by the ship's anchor dragging along the seafloor after the crew was forced to abandon ship due to a Houthi attack, the incident underscores the heightened risk to internet connectivity in the region. The direct and indirect consequences of such attacks include environmental damage, with the Rubymar sinking causing an oil slick, and the potential for its fertilizer cargo to cause further harm. The Houthis, leveraging their strategic position along Yemen's western coast, have made veiled threats against these cables, highlighting the Red Sea's geopolitical significance. Despite claims from some experts that sabotaging undersea cables might be technologically challenging, the Houthis' demonstrated willingness to attack surface shipping raises concerns about their potential to adapt their tactics to target vital communication infrastructure. The broader implications of these actions are significant. Damage to the cables has not only disrupted internet traffic between Asia and Europe, but also spiked insurance costs for cable repair ships, making future repairs and maintenance of these critical infrastructures more expensive and challenging. The cumulative effect of these developments could also make the installation of new cables in the Red Sea prohibitive, compelling the telecom industry to explore more costly and less efficient alternative routes. Furthermore, the geopolitical ramifications extend beyond the immediate threat to communication infrastructure. The potential for the Houthis and their allies, such as the Lebanese Hezbollah and Iran-backed militias, to target these cables marks a new evolution in regional conflict. It threatens not only the Gulf Cooperation Council states and the United States, but also the global community, reliant on these cables for economic stability and security. The potential sabotage of undersea cables in the Red Sea carries profound implications for global connectivity and security. Given that these cables carry a significant portion of the world's internet traffic, including critical financial transactions and sensitive government communications, any disruption could lead to substantial economic losses and compromise international security. Damage to the undersea cables could severely disrupt internet traffic, leading to slowdowns or outages that would affect business, financial markets, and everyday internet users. The reliance on these cables for over 95% of international data flows means that even a partial disruption could have a ripple effect on the global economy, potentially costing billions in lost transactions and productivity. Beyond the economic ramifications, sabotaging these cables could also compromise military and governmental communications, affecting national security operations. Given the strategic importance of the Red Sea for military operations in the region, any disruption to these communication lines could hinder military responsiveness and intelligence sharing amongst allies. The threat to undersea cables has already led to increased insurance costs for ships operating in the region, making future cable repair and maintenance more expensive and challenging. This could delay the repair of damaged infrastructure, exacerbating the economic and security impacts. Furthermore, the industry may be forced to seek alternative and more costly routes for internet traffic, which could have long-term implications for the design and resilience of the global internet infrastructure. The situation in the Red Sea underscores the vulnerability of critical global infrastructure to regional conflicts. As the Houthi militants continue to leverage their strategic advantage, the international community faces the challenge of securing these vital communication links against the backdrop of an increasingly complex geopolitical landscape. The consequences of sabotage, both immediate and long-term, highlight the interconnectedness of regional instability and global security, emphasizing the need for concerted efforts to mitigate these emerging threats. The vulnerability of global communications infrastructure, particularly undersea cables, has become a pressing concern in light of activities by nations like Russia. These cables, which are critical for transmitting almost all of the world's internet traffic, span 1.3 million kilometers and are primarily operated by private companies. The EU to US connections represent a vital digital link, and similar networks connect other global regions. NATO has expressed significant concerns over the potential targeting of this critical infrastructure by Russia as part of its broader confrontation with the West, particularly over issues like Ukraine. The alliance has noted Russia's active mapping of undersea infrastructure and raised alarms about the potential for sabotage akin to the Nord Stream pipeline incident.
Who blew up Nord Stream?
You for sure.
I did not blow up Nord Stream.
You personally may have an alibi, but the CIA has no such alibi.
This has led to increased naval patrols and coordination efforts to bolster the security of these undersea assets.
A new report from the New York Times cites more than a dozen unnamed U.S. officials raising concerns Russian submarines and spy ships are aggressively patrolling near important undersea cables.
Russian naval activities have not only targeted commercial communication cables, but are also suspected of mapping military-operated cables and underwater sensors, indicating a dual interest in disrupting both civilian and military communications.
Some are questioning if Putin is now doing more than just putting on a show under the sea.
This aligns with a broader strategy that views cyber and physical attacks on infrastructure as a means to disrupt enemy communications, cause economic damage, and gain strategic leverage. The threat to undersea cables is compounded by their physical vulnerability. They're often located in remote areas, accessible to submarines or unmanned vehicles with choke points like Gibraltar, Malta, and the New York coastline, representing high-risk targets for sabotage. Despite the lack of confirmed cases of governments cutting these cables for geopolitical reasons, the theoretical capability to do so remains a concern. British and American military officials have warned that Russia possesses the technical skills necessary to damage or destroy parts of the world's undersea internet infrastructure.
Newspaper reports say the Russian ship the Yantar, which is equipped with submersibles capable of cutting undersea cables, has been spotted cruising in the Atlantic on its way to Cuba, not far from where at least one cable is located.
However, the global undersea cable network does have built-in redundancies to mitigate the impact of potential attacks. While cutting a single cable can cause temporary disruptions, internet routing protocols can redirect data to maintain connectivity. This resilience is due to the extensive network of cables and the ability to reroute traffic around damaged segments. Yet strategic disruptions in the event of conflict could still pose significant challenges. The situation underscores the complex interplay between national security, global communications, and the evolving nature of warfare in the digital age. It highlights the need for increased vigilance, international cooperation, and investment in securing these vital components of the world's information infrastructure to safeguard against potential acts of sabotage that could have far-reaching consequences. The activities of the Houthi militants in the Red Sea region represent a critical threat to Western internet cables, with the potential to disrupt global communications networks and contribute to broader geopolitical instability. The situation underscores the intricate link between regional conflicts and global digital infrastructure, emphasizing the need for heightened security measures and international cooperation to protect these vital assets. That's it for now. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel here at The Global Insight. And we want to hear from you, so let us know what you think in the comments. And until next time, stay tuned.